Hello my dear students and welcome to Zenith Academy Online. My name is Shagufta Jaipuri and today in this video lesson we will be talking about tissue fluid and lymph and also the lymphatic system in detail. Now children, this video is also a part of ICSE class 10, the circulatory system, and in the video series this is the part 9. This is also a part of CBSE and many other boards. So let us study tissue fluid and lymph and also the lymphatic system in detail. Now children, first of all we should know what is tissue fluid. So, as the blood flows in the capillaries of the tissues, okay, whenever you know the blood is coming and the capillaries are reaching the tissue where they exchange gases and other materials. So, as the blood flows in the capillaries of the tissues, the plasma and the leukocytes leak out through their walls and this fluid bathes the cell and is called tissue fluid or intercellular or extracellular fluid. So, here you can see this is a blood capillary and blood is flowing at a high pressure. Okay, so blood is entering the capillary and leaving the capillary at low pressure. So here you can see the plasma and the leukocytes can leak out. Okay, so these are the cells of the tissues. So the fluid that is leaking out, which is plasma and leukocyte, is termed as tissue fluid. Okay, here itself, because of this tissue fluid, there is exchange of gases and nutrients and the waste products also is exchanged. Okay, so this is where all this exchange happens in the tissue fluid. Now some of this tissue fluid is reabsorbed again, okay, in the blood vessel, but some of it goes through special vessels, a big network of vessels which is known as lymphatic vessels, and when this fluid, the tissue fluid, enters the lymphatic vessel, at that time it is called lymph. So, you can see here the tissue fluid enters another set of minute channels named lymph vessels where it is called lymph. So, lymph is nothing but the same tissue fluid, but instead of getting absorbed in the same capillaries, it is getting absorbed where? In the minute channels named lymph. So, here you can see this green colored channels which are lymphatic vessels. Okay. So, when blood is coming from here, okay, you can see the cells of the tissues, it is getting inside this. Okay, now some of it is reabsorbed whereas some of it enters these vessels. You can see them entering into these green colored vessels and these are known as lymphatic vessels, and when this fluid goes in these vessels, then this is known as lymph. So here you can see the lymph capillaries. So when these lymph capillaries combine, they form lymphatic vessels. Now here you can see the diagram, I will explain you. So the lymph flows in these vessels, lymph vessels, due to contraction of the surrounding muscles. So when the muscles contract, the lymph flows. Okay, here exercise also helps a lot. So when we keep on exercising and stretching our muscles, it helps our body to transfer lymph. Okay. The lymph vessels on the way. So when the lymph is traveling through the lymph vessels, what happens? The lymph vessels on the way drain lymph into lymph nodes. There are some special organs called lymph nodes. So from the lymph vessel, the blood goes into lymph nodes, from where fresh lymph channels arise. Okay? From the lymph nodes, fresh lymph channels arise and ultimately pour the lymph into major anterior veins close to their entry to the right auricle and is again in circulation. Here you can see these are the tissue capillaries. Okay. So when blood is coming from the heart, okay, it is entering the tissue capillaries and some of it is again reabsorbed and some of it goes here to the lymph channels. Yeah. So you can see from the lymph channels there is a lymph node. Okay. So blood is poured into the lymph nodes. From lymph nodes, lymphatic vessels arise which pour their secretion where? Very close to this vein. See, and they pour their lymph into the major anterior veins which are close to their entry into the right auricle. So blood then again through the lymphatic vessel is poured into the right auricle. This is the right auricle. Okay. Then the same circulation happens and the blood flows again. Okay. So I hope you understood. I'll explain this again. When the blood coming from aorta, the arteries, goes to the tissues. Okay, in the tissue cells there are capillaries. So from these capillaries, this plasma and leukocyte ooze out. Some of it is reabsorbed here and goes directly to the heart, but some of it is absorbed through lymph channels here. Then it goes to the lymph nodes and then through the lymph vessels. Then it is poured here in the veins, you can see, which is very close to the anterior, which is very close to the entry into the right auricle, and then it is poured into the heart. So what is lymphatic system? It is the network of vessels through which lymph drains from the tissue into the blood. So if you enlarge this and see, you will be able to understand very well. Blood coming from the arteries goes in the tissues. Some of it is reabsorbed and goes directly. Some of it is absorbed in these vessels, lymph vessels, and now the tissue fluid becomes lymph. Then this lymph is poured into the lymph nodes. Through lymph nodes arises lymphatic vessels. Now these are very systematic vessels. They have valves also to avoid backflow. So these lymphatic vessels then join the arterial veins, which takes the blood into the right auricle. I hope you understood the lymphatic system very well. Now here also in this systematic diagram also you can understand. So these are the tissue cells. Here you can see the interstitial fluid. Okay. Now this interstitial fluid is entering into this lymphatic capillaries. Okay. And through here it is reaching this nodes, lymph nodes. This is lymph nodes. Okay. Now in the lymph nodes also you should know that there are macrophages which kills the bacteria and all. Okay. And there are walls present to avoid backflow. Okay. So from these lymphatic vessels it goes to the lymph nodes. Now lymph nodes are there at different body parts if you see. Okay. So if you see this diagram, you will understand that where our lymph nodes are present in the body. So there is a schematic diagram, I will explain you here again. So children, this is the blood capillary through which blood is coming. Okay, so artery containing high pressure oxygenated blood. So this is the artery which is containing the blood. Now from this, the tissue fluid with oxygen and food passes out of the capillaries. So it is passing out of the capillaries and cells are bathing in it. So this is known as tissue fluid. Now this tissue fluid is absorbed back here and it goes to the vein, and then veins this is the vein containing low pressure deoxygenated blood. So this blood flows back. Now here comes the lymphatic system. Now this tissue fluid which contains cell waste products enter into the lymph vessels. So these are the lymph capillaries. Okay, you can see the lymph capillaries which is in which this tissue fluid is going, and now this tissue fluid is called as lymph. Now it goes in the lymph nodes. Here you can see large lymph vessels which is containing valves. You can see the valves here to avoid the backflow. So from these valves they again join this vein. Okay, they again join this vein which is containing low pressure deoxygenated blood, and where this deoxygenated blood is poured, it is poured in the right auricle. So the blood which is coming out of the heart from the aorta through the arteries, it reaches the tissues. Here the tissue fluid is passed out of the capillary, it oozes out of the capillary. Some of it is reabsorbed and some of it is absorbed in the lymph capillaries, from where it travels to lymph node and then large lymph vessels. These lymph vessels join again the vein which is going to the right auricle. So this is the schematic diagram. This can be asked in your examination to label it and to show from where tissue fluid is going where. Now let us quickly read the composition and function of lymph. So the lymph contains non-cellular part and cellular part. So which is the cellular part? Leukocyte, that is WBC, and in that also mostly lymphocytes are there. Okay, you can see mostly lymphocytes are a part of lymph. Now which are the non-cellular part? Water, which constitute about 94% of it, and other solids like proteins, fats, carbohydrates, enzymes and antibodies, which constitute around 6% of the non-cellular part. So lymph contains cellular part as well as non-cellular part. Non-cellular part has water and solid, water 94% and solid 6%, and cellular part is leukocyte, in which mostly lymphocytes are there. So that was the composition of lymph. Now let us study some of the functions of lymph. Now here you can see there are many nodes, okay, inlingual nodes, you can see spleen, you can see tonsils. So there are many nodes, you can see axillary nodules. So these are the nodules where the lymph nodes are present and it connects and the whole lymphatic system is created. So let us read the function. The first function is nutritive function. So it supplies nutrition and oxygen to those parts where blood cannot reach. So at that part lymph reaches and it provides nutrition and oxygen. The second is drainage function. It drains away excess tissue fluid. So whenever there is an excess tissue fluid, it drains that away, and metabolites and returns proteins into the blood from the tissue spaces. So proteins and all is returned and it drains away the excess tissue fluid and metabolites. Now absorption, this is very important function. Fats from the intestines are absorbed through the lymphatics, that is lacteals located in the intestinal villi. You know that is there are many villi, that is hair-like projections inside the inner lining of our intestine. So here you can see this villi. Okay. So this is the outer layer, thin surface layer. So these are the capillaries, blood capillaries, and here you can see this lacteal. Okay. So these lymphatics known as lacteals, which are located in the intestinal villi, helps in the absorption of fats. Now it has a major role in defense. The lymphocytes and the monocytes, they are a type of WBC, you all know, of the lymph, function to defend the body. The lymphatics also remove bacteria from the tissues. Okay. So here you can see in the lymph nodes, the lymph goes in, the immune scanning response is mounted and the immune cells go to the site of infection. So wherever there is an infection, okay, there you must have noticed, that whenever you get injury or you are hurt somewhere, okay, or whenever there is an infection, there is a pain in your groin area, okay, also in your armpits, okay, and there are some nodules you can feel in your armpits. So they help in the defense mechanism. They are nothing but the lymph nodes. Yeah. So we get swellings in our groins or the axils of our arms when we get a boil or injury in the limbs. You can see this becomes swollen. The lymph nodes tend to localize the infection and prevent it from spreading it to the body as a whole. Now, the tonsils that you see, so whenever there is an infection in your neck, okay, you feel some pain, the tonsils becomes red and swollen. These are also lymph nodes. So children, this was all about tissue fluid, lymph and the lymphatic system. I hope you understood the topic very well. Please watch our next video in the series. In the circulatory system, we have total 12 videos. So please do not forget to watch all those 12 videos to make your concepts very clear. If you have not yet subscribed to our channel, do it right away and tap on the bell icon so that you can receive all the parts of this lesson and other important chapters as well. If you have liked the video, give it a thumbs up, write in the comment box and share our channel with all your friends. Keep the learning on. Thank you.